Hello and welcome. You're tuned into Times Now. This is Live Wire with me, Poonam Burde. The top story we're tracking at this hour is our continuous coverage on the Sushant Singh Rajput case. Now, the investigation is only gathering pace, but there are many questions that arise over 70 days later. Did Team Rhea lie about the sequence of events on the 14th of June, the day Sushant Singh Rajput's body was found? Fresh evidence has now emerged that raises several suspicions, several questions around Sushant Singh Rajput's staff, his manager, Dipesh Sawant's version of what exactly transpired on the 14th of June. Times Now has accessed WhatsApp exchanges between Dipesh Sawant and Sushant Singh Rajput's friend Kushal Zaveri on that particular day. These chats punch holes into Dipesh's testimony. A test was sent by Dipesh Sawant to Kushal Zaveri on the 14th of June at 10:51 a.m. Now remember, Siddharth Pithani, who was a flatmate and was also present in the house on that particular day, he and Dipesh Sawant had claimed that by 10:30 a.m. they had already sensed something was amiss in that house and they had raised an alarm. So the big question really that now arises, the big question that we are asking here on Times Now is that how was Dipesh Sawant texting in the middle of what he claimed was chaos and panic? Or is this just proof of the fact that Team Rhea, all the other flatmates in his house, have only been misleading investigators so far? We are tracking all the developments there as far as this case goes. Remember, it is a multi-agency probe now. The Enforcement Directorate, the CBI, which is questioning all the stakeholders, including Rhea Chakrabarti, for the fourth consecutive day. Also, the NCB, which is now looking at the drug angle. Kajal now joins us from outside the ED office. Now, Kajal, the drug angle really has now come into play. It is only getting bigger by the day because today, Gaurav Arya was summoned. He is facing questioning by the Enforcement Directorate into his links with Rhea and her gang and the entire drug cartel, the drug ring, really, of the Chakrabartis.
Yes, of course. He and Kunal Jani are being questioned right now by the ED, and both of them are being quizzed on the chats that the ED has found on their phones, which talk about the drug angle, whether or not there was any transaction between them. Why were they talking about drugs? Remember, Arya in his interview to Times Now says that he had only spoken to Rhea Chakrabarti that one time in 2017, 3 years ago. But if that is the case, in one conversation, how did it go to talk about drugs right from the get-go? So all of these things will, of course, be investigated by the ED. They will try to understand what exactly was the nature of the friendship between Gaurav Arya, Rhea Chakrabarti, and whether or not ever Gaurav Arya met Sushant, and what was the nature, if at all, of his relationship with Sushant.
Right, all of that is now under question. It is for the Enforcement Directorate to piece together this mystery. Remember, we did speak to Gaurav Arya, also his lawyer. All they claimed was, we have nothing to do with drugs. I'm a reputable businessman. I will face all the agency, will comply with all of the questions. And that is exactly what he's doing right now at the Enforcement Directorate office in Mumbai. Kajal, stay with us. Now, the controversy around this entire case is only growing louder, the mystery is only deepening with each passing day. Now, the Cooper Hospital Dean and the head of the department there are now in the dock. Why? Because they allowed Rhea Chakrabarti inside the morgue to pay her last visit to Sushant Singh Rajput a day after his death. Now, though the dean has denied any role, he claims that the rule book was followed. There was nothing wrong. There was no wrongdoing on part of the hospital. The Maharashtra Human Rights Panel has now sought a detailed report from the dean. They've now given him time for 1 week. September 7th is when the dean has to submit this report. After finding their answers unsatisfactory, this step was now taken by the State Human Rights Panel there. Tamal's now joining us from outside the DRDO guest house. Tamal, we've seen several stakeholders walk into the DRDO guest house, which is now the epicenter of the CBI investigation.
Well, Poonam, to begin with, two vehicles with 5 individuals have just gone inside. I managed to speak to one of them, and he said they are not from Cooper Hospital, but they have come here in connection with the Sushant Singh Rajput case. We are still trying to figure out more details as who these people are, but then it seems like the investigation by CBI has become extremely expansive and it's expanded over several aspects. Why I'm saying this? Because today is the fourth day that Rhea Chakrabarti is facing CBI's questioning, and while she does so, we also know Shruti Modi is inside. We know that Mr. Lohari is inside. And at the same time, more and more people are coming and joining the investigation. Yes, as you rightly pointed out, that there had been several discrepancies inconsistencies, and one very crucial discrepancy had always been Riya Chakraborty's access to Cooper Hospital mortuary. And now we know that the State Human Rights Commission had expressed their disappointment with the Cooper Hospital, and after being pulled up by State Human Rights Commission, the Cooper Hospital Dean, as per sources, has kind of suggested to SHRC that they did not give any permission to Riya Chakraborty, did not give any access to her or her family members at the mortuary on June 14, in the evening time. So here there are several questions. The interrogation is still on. There are more and more people coming in. We have to wait and see how long does the questioning session of Riya Chakraborty last today. The family minded had been making damning allegations against Riya Chakraborty concerning financial misappropriation. At the same time, they are alleging that Riya Chakraborty had drugged Sushant Singh.
Now, these are many facets that the CBI is now investigating, Tamal, but the mystery today has only deepened with Times Now accessing chats between Dipesh Sawant, who is a key stakeholder in this house, because he was present in the house, Tamal, isn't it, when Sushant Singh Rajput's body was found. Now, the chats that Times Now has accessed here are from that particular day. They're between Dipesh Sawant, the flatmate, the manager of Sushant Singh Rajput, and a friend of Sushant Singh Rajput, Kushal Zaveri. These chats point to the fact that Kushal Zaveri was trying to check on Sushant Singh Rajput. He asked Dipesh Sawant what exactly happened. Sawant says everything is okay. Now that is the problem right there, because he in his testimony so far has maintained that around 10 a.m. on that particular day, they already knew something was amiss. There was panic, there was alarm in the house, but the chats with Kushal Zaveri at about 10:30 a.m. that morning show contrary, Tamal. So now these chats are going to be also the focal point in this entire investigation.
Well, Poonam, you have to understand the reason why these people have been called into the CBI office time and again, over and over again, because their statements had been inconsistent and Dipesh had not been any exception. We know that two people who had given their testimony to CBI suggesting that they had seen Sushant Singh Rajput on June 14 around 8 and 8:30 the last. Neeraj had suggested that he had seen Sushant Singh Rajput last at around 8 o'clock. Dipesh had suggested that he had seen last at around 8:30. Thereafter, what they have testified that around 10:30 they had started realizing there was something concerning with Sushant Singh Rajput because he did not respond to the knocks given on the door of his room. But amidst when there is chaos, when there is some amount of suspicion, Dipesh, through this message, possibly had, has exposed himself, because when there is chaos in the house, yet someone is trying to be absolutely particular about the responsibility given. It's something that has raised several questions. And Poonam, if CBI asks Dipesh as whether he was asked by Sushant Singh Rajput around that time to go ahead and remind Mr. Zaveri about the prospective endorsement contract, what would be Dipesh's response is something that you have to wait and watch. Because
Absolutely,
Dipesh,
and Tamal, it's not just contradictions in Dipesh Sawant's testimony that have come to the fore today, but it's several people in Team Riya, because even Siddharth Pithani over the course of the last 3 months has made several contradictory statements, which is why both these people have been time and again called by the CBI, because their answers have been dissatisfactory. They have not been able to corroborate what they're saying with each other, and that is the big problem here. Did Team Riya lie to Sushant Singh Rajput's family, to the entire country, as to what exactly happened on that day? That is the question we're raising here on Times Now. We're also taking your calls live. The numbers are flashing on the bottom of your screens. Our first caller is calling in from Mumbai. Rupa Shetty is on the phone line. Yes, Rupa, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for receiving my call. Yeah, I've been following this for the last 78 days, and I'm very happy with the way you're presenting the facts for us. Regarding this chats, I have a feeling that Dipesh must be using Sushant's mobile phone, and he must be. It's possible for a person, once he's no more, the phone must be misused by the others in Sushant's home, Sushant's teammates.
Right, what exactly transpired is, of course, now in the hands of the investigating agencies to find out. But Rupa, thank you for calling in. I'm sure every aspect of this entire case is being thoroughly combed by the CBI now. Prakash from Visakhapatnam is also calling in. Yes, Prakash, go ahead.
Hi, madam. Good evening. I'm also following this case from very first day. And I have one information from the group chat. One lady named Anandi was mentioned. From my information, I came to know that she is hiding in Faridabad. Her name is Anandi Dhawan. This is
Okay.
for your information, madam. And
Right.
one of her schoolmates, has informed about that. And she is staying, and she has disconnected from all her social contacts, from Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, everything. Her name is Anandi Dhawan.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Prakash, for calling in. It is for the investigating agency really now to see if these are incredible leads and if they lead to somewhere. But I'm sure they're doing a thorough job as far as tracing down, tracking down all those stakeholders, all those people who are mentioned in that particular group chat are tracked down and quizzed. We are, of course, keeping our eyes out on what exactly is happening as far as the investigation is underway. But Siddharth Pithani, who is a key stakeholder in this entire case, he was the creative manager of Sushant Singh Rajput. He used to stay in the same house and was present on the day of 14th of June when Sushant Singh Rajput's body was found. But his statements both to the media and to the investigating agency have only been contradictory. Now let's listen in to what Siddharth Pithani told Times Now's Group Editor Politics Navika Kumar as to what exactly happened on that particular day and the week leading up to June 14th.
First, I went alone. I knocked. There was no response from inside. Like Sushant did not open the door. So then I knocked for some time, a very casual knock for some time, and I came down to I spoke to Deepesh about it. He sir is not opening the door.
So you knocked for how long before you came down?
Maybe 30 seconds.
Okay,
Very
only
brief
30
knock.
seconds.
Yeah, only 30 seconds. And then I came down to see Deepesh, talk to him. Sir is not opening the door. He generally does not lock the door for at that time of the day. And he generally does not and never locks the door.
Okay, so you found it strange?
Yeah, we found it strange, yes.
Okay, and then despite Keshav telling you his room was locked, you knocked only for 30 seconds and you came down you spoke about this to Deepesh?
Yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
We both went upstairs and we started knocking together. We knocked for a very long time actually. Then we stopped.
How long? Be specific.
Ma'am, to be honest, I don't remember a lot of specifics, but I can, I can tell you what happened that day. But not minute to minute because I went through a lot. That
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. I mean, I'm just asking you an approximate.
हम 5 मिनट थे वहाँ पे, 5 मिनट थे और रुक गए. ये सोच के कि सर को शायद स्पेस चाहिए होगा, करके हम रुक गए. फिर हम लोग उसी सर के कमरे में के सामने एक और कमरा है, वहाँ पे हम बैठे रहे और हर 10 मिनट में जाके हमने नॉक करना शुरू कर दिया.
Okay.
ठीक है, हम.
What time was this? What time in the morning was this?
Around I think 11:30ish. Yes.
There you have it. Was Siddharth Pithani convincing when he spoke to Navika Kumar? That is for the viewer to decide. That's also for the investigating agencies to now piece together, because even to them, over consecutive days of his statement giving, he has not been, his statements have been contradictory. He's not been convincing enough, which is why the investigating agency has kept calling him in, because they need to corroborate what exactly happened on that particular day. We are taking your calls live here on this broadcast. Dr. Shetty is calling us from Brahmavat. Yes, Dr. Shetty, go ahead.
Hello. Congratulations
yes, sir, go ahead.
to Times Now, and also Dr. Subramania Swamy having brought everything to the light. I wish and pray that the culprits must be brought to the book and properly punished according to the Indian law. And it is a lesson to all the people across the country. I wish and pray for the success of the story.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Shetty, for calling in. The entire country, Sushant Singh Rajput's family, all they want is answers. They want closure. They want to know what exactly transpired, not just on the 14th of June, but also in the days leading up to that particular day. Mr. Majumdar is also calling in from Delhi. I believe we do not have that line. Rajesh from Hyderabad is now on the phone line. Yes, sir, go ahead.
First of all, congrats for the Times Now for the excellent coverage. I just wanted to make one point that the prime suspicion of this case starts because the current technology we are having, we should be able to determine the time of death. If that's not
Right.
being that's left blank or without any estimate, first the charge sheet should be filed on the concerned doctor doing the postmortem, and then the investigation should proceed from that point. That's just my opinion.
Right, that's extremely fishy, the fact that there is no time of death on the post-mortem report. That question has been raised by several experts, by several stakeholders in the case, and it is not just for the doctor but for the Mumbai police also, under whom this was at the time when the post-mortem took place, as to why such an important detail is missing from the post-mortem report. Thank you for calling in. Weber from Chennai is also now on the phone line. Yes, Weber.
Yeah, I'm actually Vaibhav from Chennai. I have two questions for Ria. That is, first, she's the one who asked for CBI inquiry, and after CBI came into inquiry, she asked for Mumbai police to transfer the case. If that was the case, why she asked for CBI inquiry?
Right.
And this means that she is actually whatever her intention was, no one should contact her, and no one should doubt on her. So she asked for CBI inquiry.
Right.
And the second thing is, she hired a lawyer whose fees is worth of lakhs per day, and who is funding all these for Ria Chakrabarti. That is my question. And
Right, two very pointed questions there put by you. Thank you, Weber, for calling in. These are questions that Times Now has also been asking. It is also now for the investigating agencies to put forth these questions to Ria Chakrabarti and all the other stakeholders that are being quizzed intensely by the premier investigating agency there in Mumbai. We, of course, are keeping a track of all of that. But time for a quick break here on this edition. We'll be back with more updates on the other side. Don't go away.